What's up, guys? Welcome back to my podcast, and this episode is going to be about music royalties. I'm going to explain to you the difference between mechanical and performance royalties and your publishing so that you won't get it confused, because it's not the same. You get paid from 3 different sources, and you don't want to skip the step of either one because it's very, very, very important. So one of the biggest mysteries and struggles of the music industry is how to get paid music royalties in the United States of America. And it's really not hard. It's 3 different ways to get paid through music royalties. That's through your distribution, that's through your PRO, and your publishing. Remember those 3 things and you will be good to go. First of all, you want to sign up with a distribution company such as DistroKid, TuneCore. It's a lot of different ones out there, whichever one you choose. I personally use DistroKid for mine, and it's wonderful. I have to plug them in because they do wonders for me and receiving my royalties from all the DSPs, the digital platform streaming services such as Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Audio Mac, Boomplay, Snapchat Music, whatever you want to name, they collect one from all of the sources. So shout out to DistroKid. If you want to sign up to DistroKid, go to my YouTube and click the link in my bio. Click the link under either one of my videos. Like, just search for it and you'll get a percentage off of your sign up. But yes, that's what you need first, your distribution. Okay, so we all too often hear about the cliche of the starving artist. The person is struggling, trying to come up in the music industry, and they're using all their money, they're going broke, and they're just trying their best and it's not working. It happens to the best of us. It definitely happened to me, so I know the struggle personally. But what about the artist that actually makes money? Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be the artist that's on top, like the big major artist in the industry that's signed to major record deals, that's putting all the media marketing behind them? But imagine if you're that artist that you can just make money on your own, independently, like me. Get millions and millions of streams and make all of your money. Only thing you have to do is give a percentage to your distro and your publisher. That's what we're going to learn today. So how do we top the big music industry people and get what we need as independent artists? How do we collect our royalties, collection societies, and how to collect your royalty payments from your original songs? Okay, let's get started. Okay, so as I've done my research over the years, I've learned how to successfully earn music royalties from multiple sources, including Spotify, YouTube, film music, live performances. Now it's your turn. I created this podcast to teach you all of the knowledgeable types of royalties and how to collect them. So I understand what the percentages are, and I want to teach you here. So let's get into it. Okay. So it's not guaranteed that you will make money. So you have to understand, really knowing the business and knowing that you need marketing. That's the only way you're going to really make money in this music industry. As King Mello says all the time, it's 90% business in this music industry, 10% talent. So you can have the trashiest music, and I'm not going to call anybody's music trash, but you can have a mediocre song, But if you put the right marketing budget behind it, you're going to win. You're going to go viral and you're going to make money. Okay? So establish your fan base and all that. That's very important. Okay, so let's go. The different types of music copyrights. Okay? This is a little hard to understand. The copyright of the recorded song, aka the mastered recording, belongs to the owner of the master sound recording. So just remember this. Master equals recording. That's just basically saying the song that's recorded in the studio, right? Master rights usually belong to either the artist, the record label, recording studio, if the artist is unable to pay for the recording services. Keep that in mind. Or any party that financed the recording. That's who the master belongs to. So when people are paying for your mastering and your studio time, they're owning your masters. They're owning your masters. That's why they pay for it. So that's why the record labels are getting all of the money and all of that, because you're unable to pay for it. So save your money up, people, and pay for your own studio time and your mastering recording, because that's how you get paid, right? Okay. So the reason that master right exists as its own copyright is that you record your own version of the song. So if you change anything and you record it in your own voice, just say for instance you do a very popular song like Michael Jackson Thriller, and you change it, anything you change on the song is the original composition. So even though that song is very popular and it's one of the most streamed and I guess you could say like just the highest performance, highest earned songs in the world, you can still claim it as an original composition because you recorded it in your own voice and you may have done something a little different to it. So yeah, it becomes an original recording. And you recorded it with different money, different time, different studio, different musicians. So the master itself is a piece of intellectual property. Even though the melody of the lyrics itself remains the same, the lyrics and the melody that takes us to the next type of copyright is songwrite, copyright, written recording. Okay? So yeah, you can go and re-record a Michael Jackson song as a cover, and it is original copyright. Okay? So let's get into publishing. A publisher is simply the person or entity who is in control of the songwriting copyright. Successful artists have publishing companies who, through contracts, obtain control over their musical composition. In exchange, the publisher finds opportunities for a song to earn income for both the artist and the publisher via the terms of their contract. If you are an independent songwriter and don't have a publishing company, you are in charge of your own music publishing and can collect publishing royalties on your own behalf. That means that if you are registered with BMI through your performance rights organization, you can say you are your publisher. BMI, when you register a song, is based on a 200 percentage. So you basically say you are the publisher and you are the songwriter and the artist, and you do a 200% pay scale. So basically you will be getting the royalties as the publisher and the performance artist. Very important. Very important. Okay? So let's get into the different types of music royalties. Most people don't realize there are different types of royalties in the music industry, and the said royalties are generated in a variety of ways. First, it's important to know and understand all different types of music royalties, and this we would discover how the different type of music royalties are calculated and how to negotiate a fair cut for yourself, right? So mechanical royalties are generated through physical or digital reproduction and distribution of your copyrighted songs. This applies to all formats, old and new, such as vinyl, CD, cassette, digital downloads, and streaming through the digital service providers like Spotify and Apple Music. Okay, so for example, like a record label pays a mechanical royalty to a songwriter every time they reproduce and sell a CD of their music. But we're not talking CDs, we're talking streaming, because it's the streaming world we're in right now. So we're not talking CDs, we're talking streaming. So mechanical royalties are usually paid out by your record label, but if you're independent, it's paid out directly to you. If you're signed to the record label through your music distribution service, you get paid through the record label. But if you're independent, you get paid directly. Okay, so that's mechanical royalties. Let's just say Spotify, Apple, YouTube Music. What else we have? Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the top three. iTunes as well. Even though you can do the downloads on there, it's still a digital service provider. So yeah. Okay. So performance royalties. Performance royalties are generated through copyrighted songs being performed, recorded, played, or streamed in public. Even playing a recording of a song is considered a performance. So if you're sitting in your car and you're playing the song for Instagram, it's a performance. If you're at the gas station and you want somebody to hear your song and you pull it up on your phone, it's a performance. Did you know that? Very interesting, huh? Interesting stuff. Okay, so you know the music over the intercom at Starbucks or Target or Walmart? Those are performances happening over your head. This isn't limited to coffee shops, but also includes radio, television, clubs, restaurants, bars, live concerts, shopping malls, music streaming services, internet radio, anywhere the music is played in public. That is performance. We're not just talking about you going to a concert and performing in front of millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people. Your performance is anywhere that song is played in a public sector. Performance royalties are made up of two parts: songwriter royalties, publishing royalties, and when you remember that, an easy way to remember that is songwriter, publishing. Songwriter, publishing. Songwriter is the person that wrote the song. Publishing is the person that puts it out for you and collects on your behalf. Know the difference. Okay? So the performance rights royalties are collected by the performance rights organizations. And that is BMI, ASCAP, I've heard of different ones. I think it's a CSAC as well. I'm not familiar with it, but they all collect your performance royalties. So don't be missing out on any of your money when you can be paid for a lot of different things. So that's the difference between performance and mechanical royalties. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at jenjapanese@yahoo.com, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'll see you in the next podcast.